Now what we were doing, the chemical reactions of amines. Right. So we were on the acylation of amine, that is Schotten-Bowman reaction, in which if we treat the aniline with benzyl chloride, then we get benzenalide. Right? So this is known as Schotten-Bowman reaction. Okay. Then the next chemical property of amine is the reaction with nitrous acid. Okay, reaction with nitrous acid. So see, in case when primary, secondary, okay, these amines react with nitrous acid, then what is nitrous acid first? They will give different products while reacting with nitrous acid. PPT, okay, all the PPTs, वैसे तो they are uploaded on the BB, but I will share in your group also, and PDF I will share, the PDF of book. Okay, I will share in the book, in the group, the PDF of amines and the nitro compounds. Okay, you can find the lecture notes and PPTs from the BB accounts also in the form of SCORM. Are you able to open it? Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, then we start the next reaction. Aryan said that HNO3 is nitrous acid. Then what is nitric acid? What is the formula of nitric acid? HNO2. Very good. Nitrous acid is HNO2. Okay. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines, when react with nitrous acid, then they will give different type of products. Okay. So nitrous acid, it is very unstable in nature, and how it can be prepared? By the action of hydrochloric acid on sodium nitrite. By the action of hydrochloric acid, HCl, with dilute hydrochloric acid, reaction with sodium nitrite, not a nitrate, sodium nitrite. Okay, then we get HNO2 with removal of NaCl. Right? So this is in situ reaction. So by this way we can find the nitrous acid. Okay. Right. So when this nitrous acid is treated with any primary amine, okay, then they form arene diazonium salts. Then they form arene diazonium salts. See. Reaction of nitrous acid with primary amine. Okay, so aniline, this is a type of primary amine. When it is treated with aniline, HNO2, then it will give, in the presence of HCl, diazonium salt. Okay, it will give diazonium salt with like this. Okay, with removal of water. Right? So this is benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. Right? So it is a reaction of converting primary amine to the diazonium salt by the treatment of cold solution of nitrous acid. This reaction is also known as diazotization. Diazotization. Right? So this is diazotization, and the primary aliphatic amines also react with nitrous acid to yield diazonium salt, but the aliphatic diazonium salts are very unstable and decompose, and they will form alcohols, alkenes, alkyl halides with evolution of N2 gas. Okay, so primary diazonium salts can also be formed if we take RNH2. Okay, then it is, if it is treated with HNO2 aliphatic, and this is aromatic. Okay, in the presence of HCl, then it will give R and Cl negative, right? This will decompose. It is very unstable in nature, and it will decompose to RCl with evolution of N2 gas. Okay, alkyl halide or alkanes, alkenes, they will decompose into these type of products. Right? So this means only aliphatic diazonium salt. When aliphatic diazonium salt is formed, okay, when only aliphatic diazonium salt is formed, it is unstable and there is evolution of N2 gas. In this reaction, only N2 gas is evolved, not in other reactions. So that's why this reaction is also used to detect the presence of amino groups and proteins in the given mixture. Okay, this is known as Vance-like method for estimation of primary amino groups in amino acids and proteins. Right? So no other class of amines liberates N2 gas on treatment with nitrous acid. So this reaction is used as a test for aliphatic primary amines. Right? This method is known as Van-Skyl method. This reaction used to estimate presence of primary amines. Okay, and this method is used, method is known as Van like method, right? Clear? After that, reaction with secondary amines, reaction of nitrous acid with secondary amines. See, both the aliphatic and aromatic secondary amines react with nitrous acid to give N-nitrosoamines with, and which is further insoluble in dilute mineral acids and separate as liquids. See, reaction with secondary amines. Okay, So secondary amine R2NH when it react with HN2, then there is a formation of nitrous acid. Nitrosamine. What is nitrosamine? Which group is known as nitroso group? Yes, which group is known as nitroso group? Anyone? NO. Very good. N double bond O. This is known as nitroso. So its name is dialkyl nitroso amine. So here see on this if we talk about this N, okay. So see N on N there is a substitution of this alkyl group and nitroso group. So it is N nitroso dialkyl amine, right? So this product is formed and it is yellow oil which is separated as yellow oil because it is insoluble in dilute mineral acids. Okay, so instead of H take any of the secondary group. C take aromatic, then N H CH3. This is also a secondary amine. Okay, HONO, nitrous acid. Then it will give nitrosamine by introduction of this group and CH3. Okay, this is N-nitroso methyl phenyl amine. Yes or no? Screen is not visible. It is shared from my side. It's visible. Nikhil, once refresh your BB, please. Nikhil, I am audible to you. Right. So see next. This reaction is used to test the presence of secondary amines. Okay. And this reaction is known as Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. This is known as Lieberman-Nitroso reaction for secondary amines. Okay. Right, used to detect presence of secondary amines. Right. Next one is the aromatic tertiary amines. They undergo the electrophilic substitution reaction with nitrosonium ion at para position. See, if we have aromatic tertiary amine, Okay, third reaction with tertiary amines. This one is aromatic. Tertiary when it is reacting with NO. Then what type of product is formed? See, it will show there is no hydrogen on it. No hydrogen is available on nitrogen. Then it will undergo electrophilic substitution. It will undergo electrophilic substitution reactions. So tell me what type of group is this? Now this group is attached to the ring. Okay, this group is attached. What type of group is this? Dimethyl nitro. What type of group is this? Is it electron withdrawing group or electron releasing group? What type of group? Yes, please. Electron releasing group. Okay. So if it is an electron releasing group, then it will activate the ring or deactivate the ring. It is electron releasing. Towards electrophilic substitution, it will activate or deactivate? Activate. Okay, if it will activate, then is it ortho para directing or meta directing? Ortho para. Very nice. So ortho para directing group is there. So it will direct. Now tell me, from nitrous acid, what type of electrophile is generated from nitrous acid? Which electrophile is generating? Yes, anyone? Yes, please give an idea. Which electrophile it is generating? Why you are not responding? OH? NO2? No. C. Nitrosonium ion is formed. See, this is the product is formed. I think there is a need to show the mechanism to all of you. Only with one bond, this group is generated. Okay, this product is formed, and here NO positive, it is the nitrosonium ion that is generated by nitrous acid, nitrosonium ion. Okay, see the mechanism. First, the nitrous acid, it gets protonated in water. Okay, nitrous acid gets protonated in water. Will take H positive ion, then O, H positive, right? NO. Okay, then what happened to this positive charge? There is a cleavage of this bond takes place. Okay, by cleavage it will show NO positive is removed as electrophile, right? And with the removal of water. Okay, this is the first step. In the second step, yes, tell me, is it clear? First step is clear? Okay, and in the second step, what will happen? Due to the presence of nitrogen on the ring, it will release electron, okay, like ortho para directing. Then at para position, is it audible now? Okay, so see, in second step, what happened due to the presence of this nitrogen and two methyl groups are there. Okay, it will force this lone pair to donate to the ring. Okay, take this resonating structure, positive charge, negative charge, and this negative charge will react with NO positive nitrosonium ion. This is nitrosonium ion. Okay, it will go and it will provide this NO with H, then okay, right? So it will compensate. The product is formed like this: nitroso CH3 2. right? So this is the mechanism. So as compared to if we are doing the halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, okay, the nitrosonium ion, it is very weak electrophile as comparison to these electrophiles. It is very weak electrophile. So it reacts only with aromatic compounds that contains strongly activating groups. Okay. So if the reaction with aliphatic compound, then what will be the reaction? Is it clear? Yes. Very good. So if the reaction with aliphatic tertiary compounds, with aliphatic tertiary amines, then tertiary amine, it is quite basic in nature. Okay. When it will react with O negative, then it will take proton from this nitrous acid, and there is a removal of, or it is connected with NO2 negative. Okay, like this. So see the product N R R H NO2 negative. Okay, here it is positive. Right, this type of salt is formed. Right. So try alkyl. This is the ammonium salt of nitrite. So it is tri alkyl ammonium nitrite, right? Okay. Any doubt up to this? So next one is the reaction of aromatic or aliphatic amines when they are treated with chloroform, okay, and alcoholic solution of KOH. Then this test or this reaction is known as carbyl amine reaction. Okay, the reaction is known as carbyl amine reaction. So this is the sixth chemical property, carbyl amine reaction. Very important test is this. Or isocyanides are formed in this case. Right? So both the aliphatic and aromatic primary amines, when they are reacted with chloroform and alcoholic KOH, alcoholic solution of KOH, then they produce isocyanides, or these isocyanides are known as carbyl amines. Okay, chloroform with KOH. H2, what is chloroform? CH, Cl3 with alcoholic solution of KOH. Then it will form Rn, Rn, this one C. It means it will give its lone pair to it. Okay, with the removal of KCl and water. This is isocyanide or carbyl amine. right? So the secondary tertiary amines, they do not give this test. Therefore, this test is used to distinguish only primary amines from secondary and tertiary. So it can be asked from you that which test is used to distinguish only primary amines, or carbyl amine test is used to distinguish which one of the amine, primary, secondary, or tertiary, right? Not aromatic also. It is it is used to detect. Just see, in case of R may be any group. It may be aliphatic or aromatic. Okay, not talking about aliphatic or aromatic, just to distinguish primary from secondary and tertiary. Okay, because see, two hydrogens are required for this reaction. Yes or no? Two hydrogens are required. So only primary amines having the two hydrogens. Yes, is it clear? So secondary and tertiary, they doesn't give this test. Yes, it is also 1 degree. Yes. Okay, tell me, can you do the mechanism of this? You know the mechanism of this? Can I skip the mechanism? Yes, yes. It was done in your previous classes also. So what will be the electrophile or what will be the nucleophile in this case? Yes, except Rn, no one is responding. It means what it means. We'll try. Okay. Okay. Try today. If not done, then tell me tomorrow. CCl2. CCl2. The H is, I'm giving you a hint. Okay, here what happened? Alcoholic solution, KOH. We are taking the alcoholic solution. Okay. So this will act as a base, right? This will act as a base and it will abstract the hydrogen of this. So C, it will abstract the proton of chloroform, then CCl3 negative. This is the nucleophile that is generated, right? Now you can do this. Okay, and after that one more step. Okay, but what happened? Nucleophile is here. N. N is acting as a nucleophile, nitrogen. Okay, in the next step, what will happen? This CCl3, it will be CCl2 like this, plus, not with this, CCl2 electrophile and Cl negative. Okay, then this CCl2 will act as a electrophile like this. Yes or no? Why it is acting as a electrophile? See, the carbon is having here like carbene. It is having two electrons. Two electrons in their valence shell. Then why it is acting as a electrophile? Yes, after KCl remove and left. Yes, very good, very good. So you can do this reaction. Very nice. Okay, moving further to next test, that is reaction with carbon disulfide. Okay, so with aliphatic amines, when it is treated with carbon disulfide, then there is a formation of dithioalkyl carbamic acid. Okay, with reaction with carbon disulfide, dithioalkyl carbamic acid is formed. What is carbamic acid? What is carbamic acid? Okay, you know what is carboxylic acid? Tell me the formula of carboxylic acid first. NH2COOH. Yes, carboxylic acid is RCOH. Aryan said that carbamic acid is NH2. See, when these O oxygens are replaced by sulfur. Okay, this is the formula of carbamic acid. See the next reaction, that is seventh one. The reaction with carbon disulfide. So any aliphatic amine, when it is treated with carbon disulfide, is like this. Carbon disulfide, then on heating it will be converted to R NH C double bond S SH. So it is a carbamic acid. Right? It is dithioalkyl carbamic acid. Okay. When the oxygens are replaced by sulfur, then it is thio. Otherwise, it is simple carbamic acid. Further, due to instability, this is unstable. Okay. And if treated with mercurous chloride, then it will be decomposed easily to alkyl isothiocyanate. Alkyl NCS. Thiocyanate. Yes, see the reaction. Is it clear? So the formation of this alkyl isothiocyanate, it is having the characteristic smell of mustard oil, right? So that's why this reaction is known as Hofmann mustard oil reaction. Okay, and it is also used to test for primary amines. What is the name? Hofmann mustard oil reaction. So we'll do the mechanism in the next session. Yes, is it clear up to this? Okay, any doubt? Okay. Now you can leave the session.